What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. And we got a lot to get into. Um, you know, is this going to be a buyable dip? We have yet to see here, but some things are showing some strength. So we'll get into it. I did some things today that ultimately did not work out, but I traded my plan. So we'll go over those and more. So let's see here. Current positions, gold, still in gold. Gold is sort of acting fine. Yeah, it's acting fine. So it's GLD. And like I said, when I got into this, when was that, Friday? I'd said in the video, I expect this to, or it wouldn't surprise me, if it came back down closer to the moving averages. And sure enough, that's what happened. And today it's, good to see some sort of supporting action. So we'll see if that continues or not. March 21st is the expiration, $249 strike price, 705 is what I paid. Those are currently $590. It seems okay. What's going on with it right now? Let's have a look. I don't know. Some sort of, break above here would be very bullish. Let's look at this on a weekly chart. So, on a weekly chart, this looks really, really good. Gold has been a funny, interesting instrument to trade. I have done very well with this over the last year or so. Yeah, over the last year. But prior to that, I had tried multiple times in here, unsuccessfully, before finally it broke out. And, this is by far the nicest looking, chart of all time on a monthly chart. I tried this so many times. This was so massive in here and whatever. But so, anyways, what is this? March 21st. That's a few months out. So, still's acting fine, and that's why I'm still in it. Okay, moving on. Taiwan Semiconductor, still in that. Super weak today. Really weak. Although I guess it got supported here around $200. The average cost basis in this is an equity position, is 207. Now let's look at NVIDIA. Strange. AMD, just the weakest of them all. Not surprised at all, with AMD being the weakest. Yeah, so again, if this can turn up, then there's a lot of room to run. Okay, so that's that. Now, let's talk about some of the things here today that I tried that didn't work out. So Google. So my plan was this morning, and this still looks fine, good. Although, what is this, some sort of double top here? I don't know. We'll have yet to see. But, so this morning, very, very, kind of good, strong sort of price action, right? Because, so this is like in the first 20 minutes here. So I went after this probably in this area with the plan of if this was to break down, then I would just get out of the calls. And I had bought some very deep in the money, long dated call options because I wasn't really willing to risk more than like 10% or so. And so as this was breaking down here, I just got out of those, and it was like exactly a 10% loss on those. So no big deal. You know, because this market is very, very sketchy, and you know, no new uptrend has been established, and pretty volatile intraday. You know, I'm less willing to give the positions more time to work. So, you know, if we were in a strong uptrending bull market, I would not have gotten out of these here. But that was basically my plan, and I still think Google looks good. Like I said, we'll have yet to see if this double topping pattern plays out or not. There's also this gap down here, but you know, I still think Google looks good, you know, in Mag 7. So if this can, you know, turn up tomorrow, I'll try these again. And then also Tesla. So what a strange day, right, for Tesla. You know, so opened up here 415, something like that. Open, yeah, 414 and 34. You know, so I waited for this. It was an equity position. And like right in here, you know, is where I started buying. And sort of same thing where my plan was on any kind of breakdown, I would get out. And I did not get out in here. But as this heavy selling came in, then I got out. But really strange, you know, there's strange price action that's going on. And, you know, I was thinking that it's really uncommon, but the reason why it's not uncommon is because we are in an in-between phase in markets of are the indexes catching support, or is to start a new uptrend, or since the uptrends are broken, are we going to be starting a downtrend? So, you know, it is pretty typical to get all sorts of intraday volatility in environments like this. So take that what you will. And so that was everything that I did today. Oh, nope, that's not true. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is still acting just okay, you know, just okay. These are all starter positions. This is nowhere near a time to get aggressive. Definitely time to preserve some mental capital, you know. Yeah, like I've been saying, you know, for 2 weeks probably. So, you know, Bitcoin was looking very good and strong today, and then just really kind of petered out. But this morning, or was it like maybe right here, this whole area right in here, is where I went long some calls in IBIT. And, you know, again, not too many, right? You know, starter position, but as, like I said, these markets are really funky, I'm still very light with these. So those are March. We'll go over here to IBIT. So March, March 21st, a $53 strike price. 6.9 is what I paid, and those are currently $6.50. So again, kind of anything over this and depending, my plan is kind of anything over this, and I will be adding to these, just like gold, kind of similar look and similar strategy, where anything over this line that I drew, I will probably add. We'll see what's going on. And then also conversely, any sort of breakdown below here, and I would get out just kind of the same here with Bitcoin as well. Any sort of like rollover below this 50-day moving average, I would get out of those as well. Really zero expectations of anything. And, I make it a point to not have expectations, to try my best to not have expectations, but as a human, you have emotions, and based upon the current market, I will have more conviction or less conviction in a trade. So I guess a conviction is different in terms of expectations. We'll just go with that, conviction. So low conviction for most of these. Although gold does look pretty good, honestly. Let's look at AGI. So this is back above the 50-day moving average, so that's good to see. Let's look at GDX, gold miners, ETF. Strong day today. So, yeah, that's good to see. You want to see gold miners acting strong while gold is also acting strong. That's showing more of an appetite for risk in that particular sector. Also, it can be a measurement of conviction as well. So that's everything that happened. The other one that I said looked good was JP Morgan, and that had a nice strong good day. It's good volume. Bank stocks are reporting earnings this week, so this is Wednesday. And financials had a good strong day, but again, is this finding support here for another uptrend, or is this just going to get absolutely booted? There's not much of a way to tell. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see how Goldman Sachs did. Wells Fargo. See, is this finding support, or is this just going to get booted at the moving averages, right? You don't know. Wow, does Bank of America look really good? Some sort of cup with handle. All right, well, that's encouraging. So Bank of America looks pretty good. Let's look at MasterCard and Visa. So again, is this finding support for a possible new uptrend, or is this going to get sold at these moving averages, right? You don't know. Same thing with Visa. So then now let's go over to indexes. And it's up after hours. That's good. Right around the 50-day moving average, it really got sold off hard. And what a volatile day. This was wild. This morning, this looked so good. Very strong in here. Same with all of it, even this pullback, and then this move up. So this whole move was completely unexpected. I was in some futures contracts, and it's just like I said, this was all completely unexpected, but I was adding to this all the way down, and I really got saved with this move. and was able to exit for a little bit of a gain. And and just look at this selling, you know. This really, really strange of a day. Like, yeah, and then all this like really strong sort of close. It's just wild. Oh man, it's absolutely wild of a day. So, okay, that's NASDAQ. And so before I finish the analysis on NASDAQ here, we need to go over some Mag 7, but again, is this finding support and is going to start a new uptrend? We don't know. We're in a bull market, so the likelihood of it starting a new uptrend and continuing higher is, greater than, I think, starting a new or continuing the downtrend. So if we're in a bear market or a downtrending market, this right here would be a short, but not in a bull market. So we will see what happens if this is going to form a new uptrend or not. So let's go over some Mag 7. So Apple, again, see, really weird, right? Like strong morning and then gets sold off. Never really recovered that good. But again, this is kind of the same story that we're going to see. Is this going to catch support and start a new uptrend? Or is this the end of the uptrend and now we're going to start a new downtrend? We have yet to see. Again, like I've been saying, this is still a bull market. So the chances of it starting a new uptrend are greater. However, it's not guaranteed. So, we will wait and see. Let's look at NVIDIA. Whatever. Let's look at Microsoft. Just lagging still. It's really quite insane how this is pretty wild to think about. So, if you bought here back over this 50-day moving average in June 5th, the very beginning of June, you're completely flat. So 7 months later, more than 7 months. It's pretty crazy. Meta. Whoa. Meta is down 2% today, 2.3%. See, yeah, this looked good. This next day looked good, and then today just not good. Are we starting to see rotation away from tech and into Dow Jones type stocks and Russell small caps? Maybe that would be cool. Let's look at mid caps. Let's see how that's doing. This is something that I never look at too much. Very interesting. So yeah, 1-2 strong days for mid cap. So maybe we're seeing rotation out of tech. Maybe IWM, because 2 strong days in a row for Russell. But again, same theme. Is this finding support and starting a new uptrend? We don't know yet. Long way to go. There is no obvious trade here. Try and be in the mindset to receive what the market gives, not take. Let's look at Amazon. Kind of same. Amazon. We looked at Google, Meta, Microsoft, Apple. Oh, Tesla. We looked at Tesla. Yeah, really strange. But you can have stocks can have like 1, 2 sort of weird. When when a stock is basing, this kind of weird price action does happen, right? And then you think, well, why don't you just wait to see how it plays out? And that is true. However, the strongest stocks will not wait to see how they play out. It just rips. So you want to at least give it a shot with a tight stop. You know? Okay. So that's that. All right, so now let's look at Dow Jones. Yeah, see, same thing. It's really good to see that, Dow and Russell are strong, I would say, in comparison to NASDAQ. Let's look at SPY. Yeah, see, same exact theme. Is this finding support here? Or is this going to just roll over and get blasted by all these moving averages that are rolling over, right? It's really kind of 50-50, really. And 50-50 is not a good enough probability for me to go after something. So we'll wait and see and be patient. Like I said, I think this week is a pretty important week with bank stocks. We'll see what they say. But, JP Morgan's acting really strong. Bank of America is looking good. So that's a positive. And then that's kind of it. This I don't really think there'd be much to get into on this video. See, real estate. That's good to see. Hopefully this can continue higher. Let's look at biotech. Oh, yeah. Eli Lilly absolutely blasted today. And see, yet again, another sector just getting cooked. Right? So, again, this should be a massive red flag, more alarms. Real estate below the 200-day moving average. Home builders, same thing. Actually, is home builders below the 200-day moving? Oh, yeah. Yeah, way below the 200-day moving average. Real estate, home builders, biotech. That's three things. Then you've got metals, way below the 200-day moving average. And yes, these last 2 days were good and strong, but, any sort of uptrend has been completely lost. This could go all the way to 90 and means absolutely nothing, except for maybe a good time to short it, seriously, So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 things already. Industrials, whoa. Good to find support off the 200-day moving average. So cool. Healthcare below this 200-day moving average. So this is why anything below 200-day moving average is a no-go. Look at this. See, back up to the 200-day moving average, right? And just gets blasted. So kind of XBI, same exact thing. Rejected off the 200-day moving average and blasted. That's why anything below the 200-day moving average is 100% a no-go. Eli Lilly has really been getting slammed. I don't know why. Oh, from the previous earnings was horrible, I guess. Oh, yeah, they missed earnings. It's because they're sending everybody to really fancy hotels on the beach in Puerto Rico. I was like, what? So, let's see why Eli Lilly was down so much today. Buy the weakness. Yeah, that's a great strategy. Buy the laggard. That always works out great. That works out fantastic. Look at AMD. Just buy this laggard. Buy the weakness. Buy the weakness. I ain't got no freaking capital left to buy the weakness. Oh, sales of some drug missed analyst estimates. Whoa, $1 billion off estimates. Wow, so that's like 20-ish percent miss. Whoa. And then another miss on an obesity drug. Huh. That's crazy. Oh, KB Homes. Oh. Wow, that's really good. Net for home builders. Soared 41%. Wow. Whoa, crazy. Wow, that's really, really good. Oh, service tie-in. Third quarter loss. That's a bummer. Oh, but revenues rose. Service tie-in's a cool company. The people that work there, they're really cool. They sponsor really cool stuff for tradesmen, you know. So they're service tie-ins, they're a cool company. And like I said, the people that work there, they're really cool. I never traded their stock or nothing. I don't even know the ticker symbol. But anyway, so let's look at KB Homes and then we'll look at service tie-in. KB Homes. Oh, it got completely blasted. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, see again, below the 200-day moving average. I don't even know what service tie-in's ticker symbol is. Titan. Wow. Are they like a recent IPO? Guess I didn't know that either. Is that true? Wow. Well, I guess so. Did not know that. So, all right. What else here? So, you know, capitulation and elation. Elation is nothing. What about Robinhood? Could that fit the bill? No, because that just got completely sold off here. Wow, that's a pretty wild swing. That's like a 10% swing there. Man. Maybe MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy had a pretty good day. Oh, but sold off, closed down. Bitcoin is trying. You know, things are trying. It's just conviction level is slim to none. Caterpillar, another strong day above the 200-day moving average. Love to see that. See how Train performed. It's okay. You know, everything's just trying. Not much to report other than just chill, you know? Let's see. Okay, so capitulation, Fubo again, and Rumble. So let's go through both of these. Fubo down 15%, and then Rumble. What is it? RUM? Is that their ticker symbol? RUM? That's really cool. RUM. Down 6.5%. So yeah, both of these are on the watch list. I mean, things might get crazy if I go for these. These are typically things I never go for, but we'll see if it meets criteria. Let's look at Trade Desk. You know, what a crazy month or two. You know, like, look at how fantastic this looked. Except for that right there, but, like, let's do... okay. Look at how beautiful this looked. right? Like even up here, none of this was on heavy volume. And this looked great off the 21-day moving average from all-time highs, kind of pulling back. Nice, 3 days in a row up like we typically see from a big breakout. And nice, beautiful pullback off the 21-day moving average. 50 RSI, 20 stochastic. Nice, strong day. And then just blasted. Really strange. Zero support at the 50-day moving average. Blasted off of the 50-day moving average. And where are we now? Oh, that's where we are now. So, this is kind of indicative of how things are working. And also indicative of when bull markets end. Where everything that is usually works stops working. That is indicative of how, like, okay, well, this bull market might be over. It's even though I guess this was down a little bit, just some supporting action makes me feel really good. Let's look at regional banks. How did they perform today? Oh, good. That's so good to see. That is so good to see. Did this break this downtrend? Sort of, I guess. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is going to start a new uptrend. Keep your fingers crossed. Ooh. What if this is just like one massive cup of handle? Yeah, so that's it. Again, just nothing really is going on. Berkshire Hathaway. Yeah, see, support off the 200-day moving average for now. Right, but so let's just look at this. Let's look at this. So this whole area, here is all an area of support. Okay, so this would be a previous area of resistance, you know what I mean? Same, it's kind of boom, breaks above it, finds support, support. Oh, where are we? Right here. Okay. We'll see, is this gonna roll over here or not, yet to see. It will be very interesting. Did I move this down? Yeah, it's more like this. Yeah, so that's where I was going with this. So previous area of support has been broken. We'll see if this becomes resistance and starts moving down. That would not be good. But yeah, I wish there was more. Let's go back to see Geo. How's Geo doing? Yeah, looking really strong still. It's really interesting. It's up after hours too. Wow. All right. Well, that was one of the rare winners that I've had this last month. And this continues to perform really, really well. I kind of wish I saw this yesterday. But anyhow, that's it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for bank stocks. Woohoo.